Hey everyone, welcome to another simple easy art video. Today we're going to be drawing a cute crayon. So to start out, we're going to draw the top of the crayon with a straight line across and then two angled lines beneath it, a little bit of a lip or an edge on the end, and then just a rectangle underneath it. This will just give us our basic shape, and we'll go over this later with a permanent marker. Now you're going to want to draw two parallel horizontal lines, one pair at the top and one pair of horizontal lines at the bottom. And now let's go over it with the permanent marker. I like using the permanent marker because it doesn't smudge. So when I go over it with the color that I use, the black doesn't bleed into the color. Alright, now we've got the basic shape. Now we can draw the little pattern on the crayon. So just a line across there, another line across, and then the bottom section. And inside you're going to want to draw a little bit of a wavy line. So just up and down. Doesn't have to be exactly like mine. And then another line just the same underneath it with a little bit of a gap between the two lines. And the same thing for the bottom section. And we'll go over that with the permanent marker as well. And we can go ahead and color that in. We'll go ahead and color in the bottom section. Just like always, try and stay in between the lines. And remember not to hold the marker in one place too long, especially with these permanent markers, because they bleed into the paper. So always try and keep the marker moving so it doesn't bleed too much into the paper, and the ink that's coming out of the marker goes exactly where you want it to go. Now we can go ahead and erase all of the pencil. And that's another reason why I like the permanent marker, is if you use a watercolor marker and you try and erase the pencil on top of the watercolor marker, it tends to bleed or it tends to smudge. So the permanent marker dries up real fast. So here you just want to draw two circles and the smiley face. Inside the eyes you're going to draw another circle. And with the smiley face you've got the two dimples and the tongue. And I like to use a compass just to make the edge of the eye a perfect circle. You don't have to use a compass, so feel free to freehand it. Just outline the eye there, and another smaller circle. We're going to leave that white inside. Now we color that in. Now we can outline the mouth. So outline the two cheeks and the mouth. So you notice the top of the mouth is curved and then the bottom of the mouth is a little bit more exaggerated in the curve. Draw out the tongue and you can go ahead and start coloring in. Now get the marker color that you want the crayon to be. Today I'm going to be using yellow, but feel free to use any other color, whether it's red, green, blue. I'm going to use yellow today. And with watercolor markers, it's kind of like the permanent marker where you want to keep the marker moving. You don't want to hold it in one place. If you want it to have a nice even coat of ink on the paper, so just keep the marker moving and just a slight overlap when you're coloring in. And I like to use the brush side when I'm coloring in big spaces because you can hold it more at an angle and it has a bigger area that the felt tip is touching on the paper, so it allows you to color faster than if you were using just the sharper part of the felt tip. Again, you don't have to worry about the smudging here, which is great. Get your red marker, color in the tongue. And I'm going to add a little bit of shading. So I'm getting what's like a light orange color, and I'm just shading in the sides. So if you're using a blue, just get a darker blue, or if you're using a red, get a maroon or something similar. And I'm going to bring that shade across. I'm also going to get the permanent marker, and I'm going to draw a line across there. So now, just to make the lines look a little bit darker, and I think it makes the drawing look a little bit better, I'm just going to make the lines thicker. So get your straight edge, move it slightly outside of the line that you've already drawn, draw another line just to make it nice and thick. It just adds a little bit more contrast. Makes it a little bit more bold. And there you go. That's the Cute Crayon. Thanks again to all my subscribers and viewers. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll be posting new videos at the end of the week.